Hey everybody, DayTraderRockStar here with a market update video and a trade update video. We went into last week talking about this trade setup on the SPY calls. And the reason we looked at this went out on Friday. Today's Monday, so we did take this off this morning on a nice gap up, and we just got back into it again. So I want to kind of update you on these trades, because they all use, depending on, it doesn't matter, I should say, if you trade the futures, you trade the options, you trade the shares, the signal is the signal. You're going to get a movement. It just depends on how you want to approach that to trade and how you want to trade it. In this case, we knew that on Friday we were going into a situation where we had that oversold 60-minute time frame. That 60-minute time frame was down here, oversold, was right about here. We just got oversold. We're kind of flatlined, but also the more important thing was that that daily time frame also started getting oversold right here on Friday. This is Friday's candle right here. So we had a combination, what we call a combo 60 daily oversold level. And it's usually a good setup. It's a good way of timing things. This daily doesn't rotate down as much. Last time we talked about it was the election. It was the last time we got that rotation back down into an oversold level. And this one came back pretty fast and hard. So it looked pretty good. We bought into it. We looked for that rotation early Monday or Tuesday today, first day of the week, and we got that. We took it off this morning. But I just want to show you the results on this, because we got in. Basically, let's see. Well, let's go back here a little. Let's go back out to. Let me bring this up. I wanted to go out to that Friday trade when it was trading down here. We got in at 89. I think it was 89 cents we got in on these. Double check this because this trade's no longer there. Yeah, 89 cents. We picked up 5 contracts, about 89 cents going into Friday's close, based off of that multiple time frame. So let's just, I wanted to show you the, just the visual of how things worked out. Now we were again looking for a gap up. Here's 89 cents, and we took it off at the open here. So we had a nice move up here, got about 70 cents on it. So it was underneath a, where did I get out of here? Around 68 there. We almost got about 80%, a trade that is unbelievable. Anything over 20%, but when you're talking about 80% return on your money, that's amazing. Now we got off, it popped higher, it drifted all the way back down, the setups here, again, we still like that hourly, so I'm still going back to my hourly. We still have that momentum. It was nice. We sold it. We got gapped up. It drifted all the way back. We got back in towards the end of the day. And again, we're going to continue to look for this to push higher. Because if you take a look at that daily chart, the daily chart actually, and again, this is on the SPY, but if we look at the SPX or the S&P 500, just to give you a different perspective of it, you'll see that I felt like we had some selling today, but we actually have a higher low and a higher high. A previous candle on Friday, we took out that high. We stayed above this low. Overall, it's fine. The crossover is good. We could easily get some follow through tomorrow, and that's what I'm looking for. A little bit more follow through. Plus, it's the last official day of the Santa Claus rally. Here's your hourly candle. If we get a fast rotation up there, of course, this will be a fast trade that we're in. But we got in, right? Again, we got pulled back here, and there was actually a nice divergence. And we talk about what's our key go-to, signal, and I love, this type of divergence here. And this is a real classic one. This is actually taking out the lows here, that previous lows. And you could even have a double bottom. In this case, though, we actually took out those lows. Maybe, we'll call it a double bottom. But, when you see a double bottom or you take it out by a tick, the relationship on the underlying stochastic, you see how the stochastics actually held, started to change momentum, and it didn't rotate back down like the price rotated back down. It actually held above that 20 line, and that's a big sign, and that's usually a bottoming signal. And if you could buy into that, well then that's what we go to work for. This is where we go. We go fishing all day. This is where you want to throw your bait. I love analogies, so if that's a corny one, I apologize. So right at the close here, we're back in here, the same ones going out to Friday. What time we get in there? We got in there about just about here, right when we started. I think it was right about here, 3:30. And the divergence happened here a little after 3:30. So just to give you an example, and again, we're in at a 116. Let's see where the price is here. Oh, I got to put the. That's actually that's the S&P 500. So let me get the SPY back up here because we took the options on the SPY. Switcher's in with me, I know that. He even suggested looking back at these. So it was about 116. I'll call it the 119s right there. And basically we're looking at, the move that happened after we got in was a 42% move. 50 cents, basically. 50 cents. That's a nice percentage. Now I decided to hold on to it. I said, all right, I'm going to let this one. I'm going to gamble a little on this one because I do think we're going to move up a little bit higher tomorrow. I think we do get that pop, so that's what I'm looking for. A little follow through, candle higher, low, and we'll take that off. And I might even, we'll continue to point out these setups again, but very easy. The overall tradeometer kind of choppy a little today, but overall looked pretty good. I think the NASDAQ here hit some really good signals. Go back here. But overall, it was kind of a flat day. The flattish portion of the day here was basic from 11 o'clock to about 3 o'clock. Look at how this S&P really just went sideways. And finally, at the end of the day, we kind of got that bounce at 3:30. And that's where we leave off. So we're going to take this trade into tomorrow. Again, I think tomorrow is actually going to be a fun day because I think now we're going to get these a little bit more volume coming into the market. It was pretty decent volume today, but it was still a holiday feel to the trade, and I expect things to get a little bit more exciting over the next few days, even though it's a shortened week. So hopefully you get to join us on the show. Again, DayTradingRadio.com. That is, we're on the air from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So basically, you're watching the screen, you're watching the trades, you're watching the analysis, the news, anything else that's happening, you're getting to see. I'll see you in the markets tomorrow.